Hey, I was getting ready to give you an update on this turf type tall fescue in North Texas. It's mid-August, super hot, and it's dry. And I'm actually getting ready to pick up items for the overseed. So I'm going to do a major overseed coming up, and there's some things that I need to get done prior to overseeding, and that's mainly dealing with the soil. And I want to deal with some existing weeds. And also, I'm doing pre-emergent herbicide, which is tenacity. So I'm throwing the tenacity out here, getting rid of the weeds that are existing, along with having from here until the end of the year, I will be using probably every 2 to 3 weeks tenacity. Tenacity is a pre-emergent that you can use on your fescue in order to grow it out. It would allow the fescue seeds to germinate while killing weeds. It's amazing. It's an amazing product. I like it. It doesn't kill every weed out there, but it does prevent a lot of germination. So you have to use this regularly. You can't do it like a podiamine or a dimension or something like that, or even some spectacle flow, which, you know, you can put it out at the end or beginning of different seasons, and it'll give you up to 6 months control. Well, tenacity is not like that. It'll give you a good 3, they say 4 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks, but in my experience, it's going to give me 2 to 3 weeks control. Then you have to keep applying it. So I'm going to keep doing that throughout until December. And if I have a good strand of grass by December and I don't need to do a spring overseed, then I may switch over to a prodiamine or something like that. But I definitely going to keep it on here so I can control the poannual and other weeds that come out doing the same, has pretty much the same germination schedule as fescue, sort of, kind of. So that's what I'm getting ready to do. And of course, the fescue, just to give you guys an update, this is fescue that's gone through 3 seasons without an overseed and without water. Now this year, I've added water this year because I just fixed the sprinkler system. So what you're seeing here is really old fescue. You can look at some of the grass blades, see how thick they are. So that takes a while for fescue to get to that stage. So I'm going to be doing some overseeding. I'm going to do some a little bit of dethatching. I'm only going to do the dethatch in the areas where I had the Bermuda. So for people who are new to the channel, all that brown area up there, that's my Bermuda grass that I had growing, that I have used a concoction, a 3-way herbicide. Well, I put 3 herbicides together, and one was tenacity, triclopyr, and fusilade 2. That fusilade 2 and triclopyr is what really knocked down the Bermuda. The other, tenacity, it doesn't knock down Bermuda per se. It does stun it a little bit, but I use that primarily for pre-emergent. So that's what's happened. As I get a little closer to it, you can see where all the Bermuda is dying and the fescue is pretty much untouched, which is great. So I'm going to keep that up to make sure I get pretty much all the Bermuda dead and gone. That way I can have a head start on it for next season to have plenty of fescue in its place. So, and I'm going to continue to use this concoction, and that's only going to control the Bermuda. I don't think you can kill it, but you can control it. And as you can see here, you know, I got a lot of it. It's gone. So it takes it about 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks for it to die. So, but I'm in coming 2 to 3 weeks and then spraying it. So what I need to do now is really cut it pretty low because there's no use in spraying the upper parts of the grass that's already dead. I need to get down to the green part, so I need to scalp it and then spray it again because I really want this stuff gone. And another thing that I'm doing is overseed. I'm not doing a complete renovation. It's crazy to try to kill off any of the existing fescue. This fescue is established. It is here. This is the hottest part of the lawn, and it's here. It'll be crazy to try to take that grass out. So the grass, the new blades or the new seedlings are going to be a different texture, shade, and color, but as it ages, it'll catch up. So I'm not worried about it looking a little different. So it's all going to fill in once I get it all started. So the first thing first is getting the fescue or getting the grass ready. So I'm about to get here and clean out this filter for the pool. And this is what's going on with the Bermuda. It's super hot, y'all. Bermuda is doing its thing. I did let it grow a little bit too fast, and I didn't get a good cut on it. So I need to come out here and get it all evened out, because that plant growth regulator is really kicking in on this. But anyway, so what's going to go with the overseeding? So I need to go and pick up some carbon. I'm going to do some carbon Pro G. I'm going to I'm going to charge it first. And for those who don't know what charging carbon is, I'm basically preloading it with NP&K, basically. But I'm going to do synthetic. I'm preloading it with microbes. So I'm going to show you 3 ways to do it. 1 is using fertilizer. 2 is using compost. And 3, I'm going to show you how to do it using a compost tea. So you go and look up biochar or charging your carbon. Is basically the carbon is actually pulling in the nutrients and holding it. It's holding the nutrients. This is why your CEC, which is your cation exchange capacity, goes up when you use carbon, because it's holding on to more of the nutrients. This way you're going to be able to not have to fertilize as much, because the carbon is going to hold a lot of the nutrients and keep it from leaching off and keeping it from evaporating. There's a different, you got the positive and negative, they attract. That's what's going on with the carbon. It retains a lot of the nutrients as well as the water. So that's one of the things that I'm going to be putting out on the front. I'm going to be going with some organics fertilizer. Now this organics is a chicken manure, basically. Has a little synthetic in there, real little. I think if you had to put the NP&K rating on it, I think it might be a 2-1, or maybe a 4-1-2 or less. Very little organic. Very little synthetic fertilizer in there. I'm okay with that. Try not to harm the microbes in the lawn, and add a lot of salt. So that's one of the reasons why I'm going with the organics. Think of it being like a flagship. Flagship is using human poop, whereas the organics is using chicken poop. Still organic, has a little bit of synthetics mixed in. I'm okay with that, because I'm only doing it at the overseed, and then I'm going to add compost tea to my lawn to add more microbes to fight off any of the loss that I'm going to get by using the synthetics. Now, one of the things I want to talk to you about is the trouble. Don't mind me, I'm trying to cool off never mind me, I'm trying to clean out this filter. You see how dirty it is, so I just want to get it all cleaned out while I talk to you for a little bit about the troubles of trying to overseed in the fall. So the problem that I've had with overseeding in the fall in my area is just so unpredictable. A few years ago, we had a 100-degree day and a freezing day in the same month, which is October. Yeah, we can have 100 degrees all the way up until October. So trying to wait till it cool off to get the seeds down and get it going. And here we go, we got our first frost already, which the goal is to try to get the grass up and running and going before the first frost. So it could be very tricky. So that was a very tricky year to where it got hot and cold, hot and cold. I mean, it stayed hot for so long, all the way up into September. All the way up into October. And then when we got ready to seed, we got some cooler temps. It froze on us. So it was very hard. So I had to wait, and I've had to do that several seasons before. I had to wait and do a spring overseed. And that's just the way it is. The ideal time is to overseed in the fall. That way your grass has enough time to grow and come back to frost and all that growth in the spring leading up to the summer. And once you get to the summer, of course, you need some deep roots. You need a very developed plant in order to combat that, because it's not only going to combat the heat, you need it to be able to combat the fungus. So it is very vital to try to get the fall overseeding. That's the best time to do it, but there are some challenges in my area. I know everybody up north and other places might not have those challenges, but yeah, that's when you're doing your overseeding, if you're here in Texas, save you some seeds, because you don't know how well that overseed is going to go in the fall. I'm hoping that this fall that we have a pretty easy fall, so we can normal. I just want something normal. I don't want that 100 degrees all the way up until September, and then 2 weeks later freeze. So that's the goal, and I'm going to use all the new things that I've learned over the years. So that's the goal. So, and if you've been following me, you know I started this journey off with some SPF 30, and that is some hybrid Kentucky bluegrass. That hybrid Kentucky bluegrass I tried using, and it didn't work for me. But now, after learning about how I was causing a lot of the issues that I was having, i.e. fungus, by using synthetics, you know what? I may revisit some SPF 30 in the future. I may revisit it because I lost all of that grass. I lost all of it. But my understanding about fungus and what caused them wasn't as high as it is now. But the fescue won out. As you can see, I've had that fescue for a few years now, and without having to overseed. So I'm excited for this new upcoming year, implementing all the new plans and strategies and information that I've obtained while I was not watering or taking care of the fescue. I'm expecting a different result here. So you guys can like and subscribe to my channel. Come back and check. Because so far, I don't have any of the lawn guys on YouTube who are actively telling people to go organic on their fertilization, at least during the hotter months, or the months where the fungus pressure is the highest. At least do that. I think that you will have a better season. So anyway, that's my story on the turf type tall fescue in Texas. It's super hot, and the overseeding process has begun for me. I'm going to go and pick up the SPF. I'm going to pick up the Titan GLX And as far as that Titan GLX goes, I found a place local who sells it. Justin Seed Company sells it, and they sell it for considerably less than what I've seen online. I've seen it up to $200 for 50 pounds, whereas Justin has it $103. So I started to just order and have it shipped, but it's only an hour away. I'm gonna make a little road trip north, pick it up, and get it here. I want to have it here so I can have the overseeding, everything I need to overseed, because I don't know what this weather going to do. So I need to be able to get it and have it down there. We may even catch a rainy season, and I may be able to catch all the free rain. So anyway, I just want to have it. I want to get it. I think everybody's getting ready to try to overseed, so I don't want to risk a chance of it being out of stock. Anyway, I'm out here trying to just do some little yard work, pool work actually. I want to get this pool together, and we're gonna start doing some other stuff. And that other stuff primarily being taking care of this house, getting my family back in our home. This is a whole other, man, this is crazy. This is one crazy event that I had no idea that you would have to go through for a simple water leak. It's incredible. So we're going to try to get back off in here. Everything is moved out and my house is in shambles, but I'm going to try to get back together and start making videos. Oh, and before I just go away, I just want to let you see the fescue. Now, a lot of the brown that you see here is, I had some Bermuda in there. I sprayed it. I sprayed some glyphosate up there, but it's just not that bad if you look at it. For 2 years of, well, 3 actually, no maintenance. Pretty good. It's pretty good. So I'm excited about what's going to go for the future because I'm locked and loaded now. I like to subscribe to my channel to see how everything turns out.